After having trained for years, seeing no increase in the number on the scale, I finally managed to break through by getting from 55 to more than 70 kilograms. And so if you have been staying stuck, not making any progress in your weight, in this video I'm gonna break down the top 3 things I did wrong that cost me those years so that you can know what held me back and how you can avoid them. If you don't know who I am, my name is Bách Đỗ. I help guys gain weight and strength, becoming bigger and stronger. The very first thing or mistake that I made is that I barely had any weight training. To be specific, from 2021 to 2024, I did home workout using my body weight with the floor right here, a chair, a pair of gym ring behind me, under the fucking door, and maximum 10 kg adjustable dumbbells. That's it. Despite getting better strength like archer push-ups, piston squats, handstand hold against wall, frog stand, etc., and a modified body, I was at the same size, roughly 55 kilograms. So why was lacking weight training a big constraint in my case? Well, to me it is, I was basically leaving potential gains on the table. I could have trained harder, which equals more appetite, which equals more capacity to eat more, and eventually which equals weight gain. Because it can cause more muscle breakdown, which is equivalent to more growth. So clearly that extra amount of muscle can add more weight into my body, requiring no rocket science to understand that, right? So take a look at the physique of calisthenics endurance athletes versus bodybuilders, powerlifters, and weighted calisthenics ones. Which side is bigger? Obviously these motherfuckers. And we can see, all agree, that there's one common thing among them is that they are doing weight training. So after realizing that big, obvious, and consuming self-improvement content for a long period of time, I noticed the same patterns among those gurus. And to be clear, they must have some high level of fitness, then I would watch them because I judged them by their cover. That common thing is that they all go to the gym. And so if I want to be big and strong like them, just copy them. And I see that is true because I have got bigger and stronger by starting doing that. So how can you incorporate weight training into your workout? Of course, start to hit the gym. And if you still want to train at home or outdoor, get yourself some weight at least, including dumbbells, barbells, weighted vests, weighted belts, and plates. The second thing or mistake that I made is that I had a calories deficit diet while I wanted to gain weight. Sounds hilarious, right? I thought I had been eating much or a lot. For example, there was a period lasting for nearly a month when I had to go away from my home to study and finish some credits at the university there, the National Defense Education, and I gotta eat there as well. Of course, I stayed there. And so we had 3 meals per day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and that's fucking it. And in addition to them, we could do some other meals like buying with our own money, and of course, they are just snacks, soft drinks, and I was guilty of that shit as well. However, I thought I was eating a lot because other people from other tables also gave my table where I was sitting at a lot of food from their tables, and I was one of the last few guys to finish their meal every single day like that, in a fucking big hall full of people eating there as well. After that period, when I got home, I hopped on the scale, and guess what? It was the fucking same number. So the reasons why I had that delusional thinking is that in addition to not having an intense workout with weight training, as I said before, I was eating like shits. Soft drinks, okay? Both at that place and at home as well. Also coffee, yeah, I forgot to mention that shit. Instant coffee, iced coffee. Coffee with fucking milk and a lot of fucking sugar. And so when I got so full like that, I was gonna eat less. Equivalent to calories deficit diet plan as the one that overweight people would use in order to lose weight, while my goal is to gain weight. So in order to fix it, I just started to do the opposite, which is calorie surplus. But the first thing I started to do is to weigh myself every day as a tracking tool, so that I can know whether to maintain or eat more. And in this fucking case, and in your case as well, we have to eat more. Generally. And there are two ways to eat more. The first one is to add extra meals or food into our diet plan. For example, myself, I used to have only big 3 meals of a typical Vietnamese family. Again, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But after that, I added more stuff into the plan, like almonds, bananas, eggs, lentils, porridge, potatoes. They are just friendly food in Vietnam as well. So I got from 55 to 68 kilograms, or 60 to 68 kilograms. Another way is to increase the proportions of what I have already got. For instance, 5 more almonds and 1 more egg per day. And those extra stuff had got me from 68, at which I got stuck for months, to more than 70 kilograms, easily. Last but not least, I didn't know how to learn properly. Let me give you an example. I was taking a fitness advices from fitness influencers, of course. We are all guilty of this shit. Chris Harrier and one Vietnamese fitness influencer here about HIIT, HIIT, high intensity in interval training, abs exercises, muscle stuff, a bit here and there, a bit here and a bit there, and then I just combine them into a full workout for one specific muscle group with a lot of fucking exercises. So here are some negativities when listening to those famous influencers. They are just fucking big pop-ups when as soon as we just look up the fucking words on YouTube and Google, right? There are many false beliefs that I held in the past. I didn't know that a nice physique and with nice strength is even possible. So I saw one of my brothers at the time. He is a neighbor of mine. Also, my old friend at that time, they got 6 packs. And I thought they were able to get it because they are some kind of special guys. So I didn't think much about starting my fitness journey ASAP. I didn't know that getting bigger can be acquired from training, because I didn't hear anything about diet, especially for beginners. No, let me fix this. I knew that getting bigger can be only acquired from training because I didn't hear anything about diet, especially for beginners. And those gurus, fitness influencers, they were inconsistent with their training advices, like different HIIT videos, different apps or core videos. And I realized that they keep making new workouts like that because people nowadays are weak. People just want new fucking things every single day. People are weak, obviously. And if you ask me, I believe that they mainly do the same workout routine. If I can ask them, I believe they are mainly doing the same workout routine because surely they understand they have to stick to the plan and what already works. But on the fucking virtual world, they will do something different to get the attention from other people. I even got stuck because I didn't know what to do. And even when there was content about diet, they just used many fancy words, so I didn't understand a thing as a newbie myself in the past. That's why I always try to break down those big terms into particular steps so that you can actually execute them. Anyway, here's how to learn properly, or at least how I started to learn properly. Just learn from people above, got what I want, at least overcame the shits I'm going through. Basically, whom I can relate to most in as many aspects as possible, not only in the fitness aspect, but also in other stuff like work, school, study, relationship, family, mindset, etc. And here, I listen to weight and strength gain advices from big and strong guys with the same training and diet style, desperate past, and actually want me to win by providing as much value as they can. Also, genuinely, with no fucking fancy edits or stuff. And then just apply what I have learned ASAP by getting new behavior, same condition, which is, by the way, the definition of learning. New behavior, same condition. And then just be their best student by taking their advices seriously and implementing them into my life. So I hope that you will do the same thing, so that you can avoid that huge amount of years that I wasted and starting to make some progress from now on. Alright? That's it, bro. Goodbye.